Hello, and welcome to the Division of Property Taxation video library presentation on properties destroyed by natural causes. The following presentation is intended to give an overview of the property tax reimbursement program provided by the state of Colorado. This video is intended to supplement information provided by the Division of Property Taxation, your county assessor, and your county treasurer offices. This video will provide procedural information for assessors as well as information for property owners. During this video, we will discuss how the program came into effect, how the program is administered through the county and state offices, and what the property owner can expect. We will walk through an example of how the calculation would be applied and also discuss some of the frequently asked questions. House Bill 11-1042 amended the definition of residential land to include land upon which residential improvements were destroyed by natural causes after the date of the last assessment. This is important because the classification of property is determined as of the assessment date, January 1 of each year. House Bill 14-1001 introduced the program that instructs the state to reimburse the county for the remaining tax liability for improvements that were destroyed by natural cause after the assessor prorates the value from the date of destruction to the end of the year. Senate Bill 16-012 allows the assessor to extend the residential land classification to the landowner if good faith efforts are being made to replace or reconstruct the residential improvements that were destroyed. Statutory definitions play a key role in this reimbursement program. The statutes define natural cause as fire, explosion, flood, tornado, actions of the element, act of war or terror, or similar cause, beyond the control of and not caused by the party holding title to the property. It is important to point out that damaged property is not covered by the statute and does not qualify for the reimbursement. The assessor will determine when a property is damaged versus when it reaches the point of being considered destroyed. The assessor will be notified by property owners or discover through field inspections which properties are destroyed and the date of their destruction. The calculation the assessor will use is based on the value of the improvements destroyed. Land is typically not destroyed, but in the case that it is, adjustments will be made to the land value also. We will walk through a calculation later in this video. If there is business that had personal property involved in the natural disaster, it may also be reimbursed. All items on a single schedule must be destroyed for personal property to qualify. Since personal property is not prorated, the entire value will be reported to the county treasurer. By December 15th, the assessor will submit a report to the county treasurer that lists specific information regarding each account that was destroyed. The information includes the owner of the property, the legal description and the parcel number, the date of destruction, a description of the real property, and the amount of prorated taxes. The personal property report includes the schedule number, name of the taxpayer, and the property taxes due for the year. The county treasurer will verify the report from the assessor. As soon as possible after they review the report, they will send it to the state treasurer. The state treasurer will issue a reimbursement warrant. The reimbursement will come from the state general fund. The state treasurer will send the county the funds to pay the improvement portion of the taxes on these properties. Within 30 days of receiving the funds, the county treasurer will apply a credit to the property or pay the property tax. If the owner has already paid the property tax, the treasurer will issue a reimbursement to them. As a property owner, you are probably wondering what exactly this means for you. We will spend a few minutes discussing this program from your perspective. Residential property value has two parts, the land value and the improvement value. As I mentioned earlier, land is typically not destroyed, but if it is, a value adjustment to the land will also be made. This program is designed for the state to pay the tax liability of the destroyed property for the owners. The assessor is going to prorate the value of the improvement that was destroyed from the date of the destruction to the end of the year. The portion of value from the date of destruction to the end of the year will be removed from the overall value of your property. The remaining value, which is the value from January 1 of the year destroyed to the day before the destruction happens, will still be listed as the improvement value in the assessor's office, but the state is going to pay the taxes. The total property value for the assessor's records will be the land value plus this new improved value. It is important for you as the homeowner to be in contact with the assessor's office. You may have information they are not able to obtain while the natural disaster is still being resolved. You can provide information that has been passed on to you by the teams managing the natural disaster. You also want to be in contact with the assessor regarding your plans for the property. If you are going to rebuild or move a residential structure onto the property, they will need that information. This will aid them in properly classifying the property in the future. The bottom line for you as the homeowner is, if your house was destroyed by natural cause, you will not pay any taxes on the house for the year it was destroyed. In this example, we are not considering any destruction to the land. Only the improvement was destroyed. The market value of the improvement prior to destruction was $450,000. The improvement was destroyed October 1st of 2020. You do not count the date of destruction. The total improved value is divided by 366 since 2020 is a leap year. This will give the assessor a per day value. The per day value is multiplied by the number of days the improvement was not destroyed, 274 days. The new market value for the improvement in the assessor system will show $336,886. The $113,114 value will be reported as destroyed property by the assessor and removed for 2020. Through this new procedure, the state is going to pay the tax liability for the portion of the year that the improvement was not destroyed. The idea behind this is that a homeowner should not have to pay any taxes on a home they no longer have due to a natural cause. For this example, I will use a mill levy of 60. The assessor will calculate the remaining tax liability from the new market value of $336,886. That new prorated market value times the 2020 assessment rate of 7.15% equals the new assessed value of $24,090. The assessed value of $24,090 times the mill levy of 0.060 equals the new prorated tax amount of $1,445.40. This is the amount the county treasurer will report to the state treasurer, and the amount the state treasurer will pay out of the general funds for this tax bill. So how much do you as the property owner pay? You will still be responsible for paying the taxes on the land associated with the parcel. The calculation using the residential rate on the land can be seen here. Based on a land value of $150,000 and a mill levy of 60 mills, the taxes would calculate to $643.50 for the year. These are some of the questions that the DPT has received regarding the reimbursement program. Do the owners need to be in contact with the assessor? Yes, you should share specific information with the assessor regarding the date and amount of destruction the natural disaster caused. What if the owner or assessor doesn't know the exact date of destruction? There are reports that the assessor and homeowner can obtain from the natural disaster management teams. The owner can also contact their homeowner's insurance for the reports they will work from. Should the owner pay the property taxes? We recommend that you contact the county you live in to see how they are handling these reimbursements. How soon does an owner have to start a new house before they lose the residential classification on the land? As long as the owner can show the assessor they are making a good faith effort to rebuild or locate a new residence on the property, the assessor has the statutory authority to extend the residential classification on the land. The owner should stay in contact with the assessor on their progress to rebuild. What is the tax liability of a residential land versus vacant land? This question comes up when people are trying to decide if they want to rebuild and how soon they would start that process. A parcel of land valued at $150,000 that is classified as residential has a tax liability of $643.50. If the land were to be classified as vacant, the 7.15% assessment rate would increase to 29%, and the tax liability would be $2,610. The reimbursement program is designed to help property owners when an act outside the owner's control destroys their property. Owners and assessors should work together to ensure the value and resulting tax represents the characteristics of the property after the destruction. If you have any questions, please contact the Division of Property Taxation, your county assessor, or your county treasurer. Thank you for watching this video presentation.